Hey guys, welcome back to Jamie Plays Zelda, episode number 3. We have ventured into the Dark World, but before you could even go into the Dark World, you're a bunny.
I was in a weird spot because I entered the Upside Down as a bunny, which really limits where you can go because you can't use anything.
Yeah.
You literally can just walk around and die.
What happened when you were a bunny? Did you try going towards the one?
Yeah, you can get over there and you can go through the,
Did you find the monkey?
The bush maze. No. You get very stuck very soon because you can't kill people, you can't do anything. So
Right.
You may be able to do something as a bunny, but I don't think you can. You can go in the door. There's like a door to a thing where, there's like a shrub or a tree or something where it's some guy, obviously. And you can talk to him, but I think that might be the only thing you can do as a bunny. The first thing I did was go back and get the treasure chest from the last dungeon. Somebody commented on the YouTube video like, oh, I just forgot to go. I didn't forget to go. Like, I didn't forget the treasure chest was there. I knew it was there. I just didn't know how to get to it. My brain went, I kind of left it there. I never bothered to figure it out. I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode or not, but I think I went to go try and convert the boy in his bubble. Or not the bubble, but the
boy in
ball.
his bully?
The bully in the ball. Because they're like, we're stuck in here. This is our, representation of our true self. And it's like, all right, I'm going to go save those dudes with the moon pearl. And you go over there like, yeah, we're fine. Go away. I'm like, okay, fine, stay that way. No moon pearl for you. I think I just started wandering, and I don't know why. Because I had a very clear vision of what to do, but I ended up in the top right corner of the screen for some reason. Of the map.
Oh, okay.
So I went and chucked the thing into the circle and got the Quake medallion.
All right. So you found the monkey, I guess, in the little maze.
Yes, eventually a monkey comes out and leads you to a door, and he's like, don't worry, I'll go get it. And he climbs up and he opens the door for you.
He's asking you for money. Were you like second guessing it?
No. At this point, I've been maxed out for so long.
Okay.
Rupees, again, just like in Ocarina, mean nothing.
Yeah.
They are meaningless.
Did this dungeon give you much trouble at all?
Yes, but it was purely my fault. I have 2 containers that I continually refuse to put fairies into. So I'm
2 bottles.
Constantly dying. And then my brain's always like, oh no, this next one's gonna be it. I don't need a fairy. It's fine. Died. This one's fine. I don't need a fairy. Dead. Yeah, it was a lot of not knowing where to go. So you're just making slow progress, and I'm constantly using the mirror to go back. I'm like, no, this isn't it. You're going down and around and down, and like you get to like 5 rooms in, you're like. There's a lot of like bombing to holes and falling down holes, and then bombing in a hole and falling down. Oh no, that does damage. You're like, this hole's fine, this hole's not. Fall off this ledge, go to here, go in this warp, go up. So I was very confused. I didn't bother to just like really study the map to know I was just constantly just brainlessly moving and like waiting. Where's the thing I'm missing?
Right.
And it all boiled down to a bomb. It's always a bomb. So far, I think in every dungeon I've gotten stuck because of a bomb. There are 2 instances in this dungeon where there's just like a little ledge hanging off a wall with no door. That should have been a clue. If I was paying attention, I'd be like, you know what? There's really only one way to get there. I should be bombing on the other side of this wall. I should find that wall.
Yeah. Well, they make it pretty obvious, don't they?
Oh, they do. in hindsight, yes. We all know how much I love puzzles.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the puzzle master. Okay, so you finally got the dungeon item.
Finally got the dungeon item. I immediately want to just take immediate revenge on the Myconites. Because there are a couple spots in this dungeon where you can't get by the little Myconites without hammering them. I knew it was all good from here on.
Okay.
That was the major hurdle, and I knew it immediately, as soon as I got the hammer.
You make it to the dungeon boss. Did he give you trouble?
No, God.
He gave you no trouble?
No, I died first because, as we've established, my first instinct is to just charge in and start hammering. I poked him, clink, and then arrow, clink, and then an ice rod, nothing. So I just start throwing bombs all over the place, just willy-nilly. And it was working, but he does charge around and his tail lashes out. And I literally had like 2 hearts at this point. So I died almost immediately. Went back, bomb, blew his mask off, and then, like an idiot, immediately saw the green orb in his head. I'm like, oh, arrow. I killed him with arrows. It took a while because he, you shoot it. Link is so slow at shooting arrows. It's like, fink, fink. So he's right in front of you, and you go to shoot an arrow, and then he moves, and your arrow just.
All right, so we got one down.
Mm-hmm. But now that I have the hammer, every time I see like a stump or something that's blocking my way that needs to be hammered, I've been keeping track. I immediately went back to regular light and just pulled up my list of hammerable items and started going.
Did you actually write them down or something? Oh, you did?
I didn't write them down. I've got them on my phone. There's one in Kokuriku where there's like, you have to hammer a stump and then you can, fall off a ledge into a hole. I go into this room and a bat is like, how dare you? I mean, oh, hello, sir. I mean, yeah, that's not what I meant. It's like,
and then he zaps you.
He zaps you and your magic is like 50% now. I sprayed fairy dust on the blood urn. It's like, what?
It's a good spell. You only use half magic now every time you use your weapons.
Every word that comes out of his mouth, besides a couple sentences where he's like, I mean, sir, is like, haha, screw you, man.
Well, did you not test any magic items to see if
it says 1 of 2 now or something.
1/2, yeah.
Yeah, meaning like I can only do half damage is how I took it.
Oh, no.
Because why is this guy cackling at me if he just helped me? That makes no sense
You think
whatsoever.
there would be a permanent negative spell in the game?
Until you reversed it by finding him somewhere else and trapping him in a bottle and forcing him to reverse the spell. I don't know. Okay, good. Now I feel good. Somehow I ended up in the upper left corner and hammered something, or I was moving, and there was a warp. So that put me into the Lost Woods in the Upside Down, and I fall into a hole, and I'm in a dungeon. So I started doing this dungeon, like, what? I didn't know it was a dungeon at the time, so I started doing it, I'm finding keys, and found a map, and I'm like, this is a full dungeon. I'm not putting 2 and 2 together that this is dungeon number 3. So I get to the point where I can't go anymore. There's literally treasure chests across chasms. Back to the main quest, Dungeon 2. It was very similar to Dungeon 1. This one, you just swim. The water is always going up and down. In Dungeon 1, you're falling off things and climbing upstairs. So there's a lot of up and down in both dungeons. And I was equally as stuck in this dungeon.
Really?
Lots of deaths.
There was deaths in this one.
Because there's little dudes swimming all over the place. Coming at you, weird angles. Like, you just will chip to death over and of course, don't have fairies in the jars, and I just keep going back into the dungeon over and over. I'm very stubborn.
Did you have any trouble after getting the hookshot, though?
No, because of Ocarina. I knew you can hookshot treasure chests. There's a lot of things in this game that Ocarina has saved me a lot of time.
I did get a message from you at one point in a room right after you got the hookshot. The waterfall room.
Fake, stupid waterfall. That's the kind of old school crap that they used to pull.
Did you look at the map?
No. I just instinctively walked into it. It was pure blind luck.
It's pretty straightforward until you get to the dungeon boss.
Clearly, he's surrounded by balls of, that's his shield. So my first instinct was to just hookshot them, and it worked exactly the way I expected it to. But sometimes you'd hookshot them right on top of you, and they would do damage. Mm-hmm. And I was just, of course, blind. My first guy is always just blindly charge in and just try everything.
Okay.
So I died. So I go back in, and he's a piece of cake. Again, though, it took me forever because I was killing him with arrows.
So these first 2 bosses in the did you like the both bosses though? Did you?
Yeah, super easy. Both of them were really easy.
Okay.
I died at both, but only because I was just being stupid.
Trial and error a little bit.
After coming from that snake dude that's bumping you off the ledge, that dude was brutal. These 2 guys were cakewalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've gotten easier bosses so far. Okay. I think it'll escalate. The next couple
we can't go any lower on the difficulty scale.
I'm gonna say he's gonna die at least.
Ooh, I hear the challenge again.
Level 3 boss. Mm-hmm. He will die at least 3 times. I think you will go into that boss with full power and 2 fairies, and you will die.
You know this is gonna be my second guy, because my first guy is gonna come in with 2 hearts.
Well, that's one of the deaths.
So my second death, going in with knowledge of the boss's patterns, I'm still gonna die.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
There was one other piece of unfinished business from the light world. We left off in episode 1. We talked about that elusive wall in the castle sewers.
We didn't talk about that?
We didn't talk about that last campaign.
How you swore I was not going to be able to figure this out? You said 99% of people don't do this well? I'm part of the 1%.
You're a 1%er.
I'm a 1%er.
Have you visited the...
I think I did. And it was
the
garbage.
fortune
again.
teller?
It was garbage again. Charlatan. Screw that guy.
You've probably supported that economy more than anybody.
No. If money meant something, I'd be a lot angrier. Oh, I gotta go back to the bridge. I'm hookshotting that bridge.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if it was gonna work, but it's gonna work. I was focused on that. Like, I've gotta have the hookshot to get across that bridge, so I have the hookshot.
Okay.
It's time to visit the bridge.
I love that you're making these mental connections of get the hammer. I remember that spot.
Oh god, I have like 8 spots where I've noticed I need the hammer.
Okay.
So I got like 4 or 5 more.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Join us next week for you will be taking on 2 more.
Okay, 3 and 4. Or who
Any
knows?
2.
Okay,
next 2 crystals you beat.
I'm definitely doing 3 next because it's mostly done already.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll tune in next time. Take care, guys.